Sorry about it. It would be history. Setting up live broadcast, please bear with, thank you.
We'll get back over to that bar.
Yeah, I think fuckies, bro.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, you should be calling some jokes, guy.
He knew about it anyway.
There's a photo, yeah. Where? Oh, it's my spot road. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to go for James today. I'm going to go try go centre just because I don't know. Babysitting. What are you doing there?
Yeah. Oh, guess who else is in your big best friend? Nicholas. He is here. Yeah, Tommy as well. Sadly not.
No worries, we'll catch up with you guys later. Be safe, yeah?
Yeah. That's good.
I walked in front of your camera, I didn't realise it.
Yeah. Down in the street. Yeah. Good, thank you. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. I saw at the kebab shop in South Kent about a month ago. Yeah.
Got a good memory, son. Eh? I've got a good memory. Well, looking after them. What happened the other day when they throw you out the old building the other day in Palestine?
They told me to leave.
Why?
For my
I
safety.
know why.
Yeah, for my safety, because the Pali protesters were Palestinians were attacking me.
Right. Just normal.
Yeah, it happens all the time. I'm pretty much used to it.
You could have stayed. Should have been a bit of bottle.
It's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna present now. Okay. We are currently broadcasting live and direct at Russell Square in central London at the Football Lads Alliance protest against grooming gangs. Welcome onto the channel. My name is Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist. I cover protests and events across London, so be sure to subscribe. Also hit the bell notification button so you stay notified whenever I go live or upload a new video. As we see behind me, there appear to be around a couple thousand people already gathering in Russell Square in central London. The march is due to set off in around half an hour's time, and it's heading from Russell Square to number 10 Downing Street, where there will be speeches afterwards. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to share this broadcast with your friends and family. Hope you enjoy today's live broadcast. Hey, well, I'll catch you in a bit. We're going to do a quick walk around. See you.
Yeah, mate, you want to do me, do ya? Thank you. Where are you?
Roy, how you doing, mate?
Oh, Louis, how
Good
you
to see
doing,
you, bro.
bro?
Yeah. God bless
Mate,
you,
listen,
bro.
man, God bless you, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, mad, wasn't it, last week?
Mental.
That was
I know.
absolutely insane. I walked straight back into it.
Really?
With Nyack.
What was that like?
I've got the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I questioned him on it. I told him about Section 17, what have you. He said, if you don't, I'm going to nick you. So I thought, it's ending now, I'm going to go. As I'm walking away, I bumped into Nyack.
Oh, wow.
And then he said, come on, we go. I goes, I'm on a warning. I'm going to get nicked. He went, so what? Let's go and get nicked. So we went there, stood our ground, and we made the old
Yeah.
drill look like idiots.
Well, do you know where I get my media pass?
Huh?
Do you know where I get the media pass from?
I don't know. I'm looking for Danny Roscoe.
Should we hunt him? Let's hunt him.
Well, I'm looking for A. Wyatt.
Let's hunt Danny. Let's do it for Danny Roscoe.
That's it. He's coming.
Yeah, sorry. How you doing, mate? You alright? Yeah. This you, bro. How's it been? Hi, Wendell. How you doing, mate?
Do you know Buster coming?
Huh?
Buster coming?
Yeah, Busker will. Yeah, Mark will come. Mark is coming soon. Hi, mate. How are you? You okay? Good to see you. Why are you protesting today in central London? Okay. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, good, thank you. Hi. Yeah.
Brother,
Good, thank you. How are you?
that's all what we got
Good
to
to
do.
see you, mate.
Is protect the children.
Yeah.
That's what
definitely.
we've got to do. My
Yeah.
name's Tony.
Tony. Nice to meet you, Tony. My name is Louis
Louis.
Errington. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Okay, why are you at Russell Square today, and why do you think it's important people come?
Because it's important that we look after our children and our grandchildren, and what's happening is absolutely terrible. So I'm here today with everyone else here who's here for the same thing, and that is to protect our children from raping gangs and Muslim gangs who want to do whatever they want to do.
Okay, let's say Sakir Starmer is watching my live stream right now. What's your message to him?
Stay calmer, you shouldn't be there. You should be out of where you are sitting because you're not doing nothing for our country. You're not doing nothing for our children. You're not doing nothing for our children, Sir Karma. And you need to start stopping the immigrants coming over on the boats because we don't know who they are and you don't know what they've got. Rapists, killers, armed robbers, you don't know who they are. Sir Karma, you need to be you need to be out. You need to be out. So that's all I've got to say, my friend. We're here today to protect our children, and we've got a nice little turnout today. It's not a bad turnout. But on Tommy Robinson's march, that will be absolutely, we want 500,000 people there. So yes, Stir Karma, put down your seat and go somewhere else. Stop the boats.
Yeah.
Is that all right, Mum?
How many people do you think are here today, would you say?
I'm hoping there's going to be, well, I was hoping there'd be like, my way. I was hoping there'd be like a lot more than this, but the last one I went on, this is like 3 times more. So, yeah, hopefully there'll be more people turning up, and off we go. Let's have it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, my
Thank
brother.
you. Have a good one.
What, you're on YouTube?
Yeah.
You're going to cut that to 1 minute.
What, you're on YouTube?
Louis Errington. Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you this one.
No, don't get that, son.
This is me on the last one.
I've got 2 arseholes.
This is what they done to me on the last one. The last Tommy's march, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's going to
I've got to show you this. This is what they done to me.
Yeah.
This is me, right? I had a terrorist get in my son's house. He never got me.
Wow.
I got done for attempted murder. And they want to keep it all. They want to keep all that under the act, don't they? So, yeah. So you're on what? You're on what, mate?
YouTube,
Okay.
under the name of Louis Errington.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Love that. Anyway, I'm walking around. I'll see you in a bit.
Hello, mate.
You too. God bless you.
Unfortunately, Nick, when you got your son, you don't take that sort of stuff, but like always remember my old rock sister saying,
I think. Oh yeah, how do I get my media pass, by the way?
She's here somewhere.
Whereabouts? Which one?
You see that? Oh, follow me.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you, Wendell.
That's right, come.
Yeah.
See, there's James there.
Oh,
James.
nice. Hi. Hi there. Hello, how are you?
Tongues.
Okay. Very good to see you. Hi there.
No, but, you know,
Yeah,
Media at the stage. You can get it.
everything's there. I thought
Everything's
you were
there.
saying you got it here.
yeah, same.
No, it's only gets you in the stage area, doesn't it?
I thought it was here.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's what it is. With all
Yeah.
Tommies we do that.
Yeah, good to
let
see you
people-
though. Yeah,
So people know who
Yeah.
do interviews.
Yeah.
But with this,
definitely.
they give them interview or they don't. It's up to
So I
them.
collected there.
Right, a quick question. When they leave, which direction they go?
She gets to the front.
I just recognise your distinctive voice.
You recognise my distinctive voice?
We all do.
Is it seductive and sexy?
Very much.
Come on, you go live. This man ain't answering me. I'm trying to go live.
Are you trying to go live? I got my stool with me as well.
And me.
Yeah.
Hey, you aren't any. I'm all set up. But you ready to go? Because what I'll do when I go live.
I don't want him. I'm
Check on today, hopefully.
We're ready to go live in a second. Let me
Live
say-
and direct.
live and direct.
Big
I'll
up.
see you down the stage, man.
Yeah, I'll catch you in a bit,
No, I just
mate.
want to, because when I go live, I want to go with interview.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'll go on the step. I'm not speaking there. Yeah, how about you? Fair enough. Really? Are the Christians here? Yeah. Let's just point the camera in this direction. Let's stay here, bro. Yeah, here's good. Let's stay here. It's gonna be a bit lazy and sit down for a sec. Huh? Hungover breakfast for me, mate. I went on the piss up last night. Yeah. So good. Okay, see you soon. I don't know. I agree.
Well, I've got 200,000 other people on my TikTok that agree with me. Miss Trump. Yes, I'm on your TikTok. Nigga.
Yeah.
How many people do you got?
Testing,
700.
testing. What?
A good amount.
What's this? Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker.
She had none of doing that one.
He's scared to get on the rest. Yeah, you what? You can't say that, there's children. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. See you all at the end of the day and get rid of that man!
Stop being bone idle. What's the stuff inviting James to his events? He's either going to get himself out or someone else.
No, he knew about it on Twitter anyway.
No, that's you, man, I'm telling you.
Ironically, he told me about it.
You have a weird relationship.
Not really.
But he's a good friend.
Nah.
Actually, look at Brent sold. No,
Or beer.
yeah, not beer. 16. Yeah.
I'm 19. I thought you were like 18 or something. You look it, I guess, because of height.
The whole spiel is that the reason why I'm not like prevalent is because I'm a young kid. I think Nick's coming today.
Nick. How you doing, mate? Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, I remember Bristol.
Busy today. Very busy.
Working out some content lately. Where's your little friend anyway? I don't want to see her, mate. You know what I mean? I met her over a year ago. I was filming it in Times Square. She came up to me. She said, "Are you all for her?" I said, "No, I'm not. You know, I'm filming." She was like, "Oh, I'm so excited she met me." And she was on to me on the go. I'm trying to film it. Can I? Yeah. I'd rather go below than go over the shop.
You're going to have to say it. Callum did niffle. They'd been in the bit without the air conditioning.
Right.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Where's a big chunky? Not slick. So they do then. The baby shop. There's friends and all sorts of people going there.
Well, it's like college. Probably them wedding.
It's a nice view.
Oh, yeah, there's some family.
At this point,
They know.
yeah, go on then, darling.
Yeah, if it starts at 12:30. Well, whatever starts, I don't know. I need a push for it. Or is it life for having a piss within the tent?
Yeah, and the trip.
Currently broadcasting live and direct. The march is due to set off within the next couple of minutes. Welcome onto the stream. My name's Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist. Be sure to share the stream with your friends and family, and I hope you enjoy today's live broadcast. Hi James.
How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Any action?
Just walking around.
We've got young Bob here.
I saw him.
Which one is it? Is it Finley or Thomas?
Look, Thomas, I think.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, Thomas don't talk too much because he's... Yeah. We know each other on Sage's corner.
Where's Ash?
No. Basically, Ash should find us. It's, it's not like he's not going to...
Yeah.
Because I lived in India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in India.
What's that?
Because they're allies. They're not allies. We need allies, especially these two guys. I go India, it's like okay.
James, why do you think today is important?
I think it's important just for people to show their faces to express concern about these grooming gangs. And I think that people need to wise up to actually what is going on and the extent to which the communities are all involved.
Yeah. Let's say Keir Starmer's watching a live stream. What's your message to him?
He won't be watching a live stream because he's an arrogant arsehole, basically.
Yeah.
But he can't govern because all the economic dice are not in favour of him. He's got a huge deficit mounting. Every single month, the public sector borrowing requirement is overshooting.
Yeah.
And basically, he's not going to be able to govern without either hiking taxes or making cuts, yeah? But he has caved to this inquiry. I'm just concerned that the inquiry is far-reaching and fair and not a stitch-up.
Yeah, sure. And you also have an Israeli and Indian flag today. Tell me about that.
Well, they are two allies of this country. India will come to the aid of Britain and vice versa. Yeah, we are, we were once basically in a colonial relationship. Now we are Now we are good friends, and British Indians are very, very worried at the moment about their association where the fake BBC, who need replacing with laser, the fake BBC, essentially the fake BBC, they start saying Asian. Well, that is offensive to people from India. That is offensive to Hindus. That is offensive to Sikhs, yeah? Because you know by the family name, you know by the name who these scumbags are. And they are usually from the Pakistani community, not India. So I brought my India flag here today because it's not the Indian community doing this. It is the Pakistani community, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, thank you very much, James. Good to see you as well.
Good to see you.
Yeah. This plan is so good, laser.
What?
I like the plan with laser. Keir Starmer would do this and nuts.
He would do his nutting.
Yeah.
Radio on the edge at 88.
Yeah,
88 on the dial.
Yeah.
We'll ask Musk, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll ask Musk. It'll knock out a couple of Radio 2 relays. Oh, come on, we need to get this going. I'm going to write to Musk tonight.
Wow.
What the trouble is?
Email. They're Palestinians, where are they? Wait,
yeah,
they're
because they'll nick off.
They'll run off with that flag. They're bound to run off with that.
Christ is king!
Yeah. Christ is king!
Oh, come on, laugh, Thomas. Thomas!
Christ is king!
Feminists were in wrong.
So are the other Palestinians here?
Not here,
Around the corner. Can you lead me to them, maybe?
Nah.
Do you want to go with them with the Israeli flag?
feminists were wrong.
Oh, wow.
So protecting our position to radio I think you'll see when this march starts.
Yeah. You too.
Brother here.
See you in a bit. Yeah, okay.
Hello, listen, we're moving now. Let's move. Let's go, come on. Let's have it.
Yeah. Come to the front, quick. Gee, there's like, I'd say 5,000 to 10,000 people here.
Can you count?
Roughly. Like, look at the crowd. A lot of people.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, let's get in front of the banner. Really? I saw him.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm filming?
I'll speak to him afterwards. Yeah.
I mean, I don't particularly agree with him, but that'd be an
Fair
interesting
enough.
thing.
Excuse me, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, mate.
And you, sorry,
Good to see you.
left-handed
Yeah.
movement. Don't keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
All YouTubers are left-handed with a handshake.
Exactly.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
What are you using your right hand for then?
Naughty.
Oh, we're moving. This is exciting, chaps.
Hi, Brian.
Hello there, mate. Yeah,
How are
you
you?
good?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I'm surprised you've still got a signal, but there you go.
Well, a lot of people here.
This is really...
How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Sorry, mate.
How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, bro. Hey, Simon. Good to see you. Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Yeah, good, thank you. How you doing, bro? Yeah. It's like a stampede. Yeah.
On your marks.
Get set. Go.
When we all did look right and left.
It's like a stampede.
Fuck it up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. How you doing? You alright? Yeah. Local?
Hey.
What's up, bro? How you doing? You okay? Good to see you, bro. Big up. Big up, big up.
We got one in the
Yeah.
chat, one in the chat.
We got local here. Sub to him.
Hello guys.
Yeah.
We got Louis Errington
Yeah.
here.
In the house. Got local in the house. Nyack. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, hi.
Good to see you, bro.
How are you?
How are you? Yeah, good to see you, bro. That was the silent march. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, CP, section 17.
I know!
Good.
Listen,
checking.
don't take my job away.
Yeah, I
don't
won't.
take my job
Just
away.
in the sky. Is he Paul Golding?
Paul Golding. Yeah.
He's just there. He looks like he's straight out of the 90s though. He had like this old camcorder camera. He was in like a suit. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this guy's out.
Time traveller.
I'm sorry, I know it's John, isn't it? Oh, it's not, it's James. Jeff, I'm so sorry.
James,
and Jeff.
You better have good backwalking skills, mate.
I do. Just about. Yeah.
You know Phil? Yeah. I snuck a Pictures Britain sticker onto his megaphone. It was my megaphone, but I just stuck it on.
Where we going? Are you sure it's trying to stay in the front? Go.
Big up, big up. I think busy day today. Very busy.
How much backward walking are you doing today?
Loads.
Sorry.
Yeah, this side.
Better be quiet, son. I think he's going back a little bit. No.
Big up Havers.
What's up, Lewis?
KFC. Oh, the KFC's out today.
Street Mike is feeling it. It's heavy.
Can we ask the media to walk either side, please, so people can see the banner? Thank you. Near the sides, please, you want people to read the banner.
Oh yeah, I saw Simon.
So did I.
Yeah.
I mentioned it to him.
Yeah.
They have mentioned it to him. I'll have a chat with him when we get there.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, come on, Tony.
one who's got their pictures here, now, I'm going to ask you to try and stand at the sides so that we can get back to go.
Big up, Roy. Big up.
Big up.
God bless you, brother.
Yeah, and God bless you, my
Thank
friend.
you, bro.
That's why we're here, man.
I had a flaming Ferrari, 2 flaming Ferraris last night.
Oh, right, did
Yeah.
you? Was he fast?
Yeah, completely.
Cover a beer after this,
Yeah,
man.
definitely, yeah. At the Admiralty.
At the Admiralty,
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
How many people do you reckon are here?
I don't know, but
I'd say 5 to 10,000 roughly.
easily could be.
Yeah.
Could be. I know my first hour, I got
Yeah.
40,000 views.
Wow, that's amazing.
My first hour.
Gosh.
That's just walking around the
Over
park.
2,000 people watching.
Oh,
Guys, we got Roy here, big up.
Big up.
Roy
big
in
up.
the house. Nice.
Louis Harrington, come on,
big
big
up.
up, Lee.
Yeah.
I thought that was A-Wide. Forward!
Forward. Backwards.
Slow down, slow down. You fast enough,
At the moment in life, you wonder some of the choices you
On the
make.
KFC here today.
The KFCs, no, the
There's
KFCs
a
are
counter, yeah.
are at the other side of Parliament Square.
Should we go to the KFCs as
The
well?
KFCs are essentially.
Yeah.
Of course he's memorising where the fast food restaurants are.
No, I meant the quiz.
No, the
Palestine.
KFCs are Palestinian supporters. These are middle class rich people
Yeah.
who support terrorists that would behead them in the
Or
States.
Turkish for
Turkish for Christmas, chickens for KFC.
I love KFC.
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
I know, broccolis for the broth.
Busy day today.
Yeah. Always pretty isn't it?
Yeah, very. Do you mind holding this quick? Both of these. Cheers, sorry, my press card just came undone. Cheers, all's good now. Legend, mate. Okay, so the march has just set off. It is heading all the way from Russell Square to Whitehall. Welcome onto the channel. My name is Louis Harrington. We are currently broadcasting live and direct in central London. And as we see behind me, there are around 5 to 10,000 protesters marching against grooming gangs. Excuse me.
Bye-bye, Antifa.
Sorry, bro.
We love you, Antifa.
So as you see, there is a counter protest as well. Crazy.
About fucking 10 of them.
That's the complaint now.
Hey!
Hi, Chris. How you doing, mate? There's a counter over there.
Where did Dave spring from?
Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. Cheers. Legend. Hi, mate.
All good, all good.
Good to see you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yep.
We're trying to keep them all together to get them away from us. We're ignoring them. We're trying to ignore them.
Do you know, to be honest with you, I wouldn't ask where the candidate
That was it was. I commanded my female on the phone.
You know what? It ain't about the choice, it's about the numbers, it's about the message. We've got to get the message.
Keep you walking, mate.
We
Yeah.
will keep building it until we have hundreds and hundreds of thousands. But we have to get the message. We are not
Did you see the counter? It's crazy.
Well done for your TikTok stuff.
Martin, I've got a coat. Spare bottle of coat. I've got a spare bottle of coat. Someone else can make it.
Looking for the swiping shot.
Nice and encouraging, Paul, thank you.
What's that?
I said that was nice and encouraging, thank you. Yeah, yeah, you will have to be there. I'll be all right, I'll get there.
CP?
Yeah.
The bodyguard is meeting us at Aldwych.
Who, your dad?
Yeah.
Why your father coming on this?
He's gonna drag me back.
Of course he fucking
Yeah.
is. Oh!
How you doing, James? You alright? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah,
I've seen your live streams doing well.
yeah.
Numbers-wise,
It's doing really well. Yeah.
Awesome. How
Busy
many on
day
at the
today.
moment?
I got about 2,300 people
Nice.
on.
It's alright, actually, for a stream
It's
like this.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know if my 2C is here? Yeah.
No, I haven't spoken to him in a few weeks. I don't
Fairs.
think he's coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Last I checked, anyway.
Yeah.
I know like Jeff Taylor and all that over there.
Oh, Jeff Taylor, yeah, I met him.
Nick
Yeah.
Tinconi's on his way down.
Oh, Tinconi, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Who's sorry?
Mr. Worldwide.
Who's that?
I'll show you. You'll see the resemblance. It's so funny. Where is it? Let me show you, bro. Mr. Worldwide. Wait for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
See the resemblance in it.
Nick's got a tiny bit more hair.
Yeah, just a tiny bit more. Good guy though.
Yeah, I know, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Did you see the counter earlier as well?
Yeah, tiny.
And then the
tiny.
police kicked off with you as well.
Yeah, well, they pushed me.
Crazy.
They pushed me.
Yeah.
I just was refusing to move because I was just getting video.
Yeah.
I'm impartial today.
Definitely.
But they,
Your Vox Poppy night, right?
Yeah,
Media.
Vox.
Yeah.
Voice of the
Nice.
people. We've had left wingers
Yeah.
on, do you get what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm completely neutral, but they pushed me and then blamed me for it.
Wow,
Yeah, the
crazy.
problem is with being a neutral interviewer is that even if you're like slightly
Anyway, James, bro, I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit, man.
Take care, mate. God bless.
unbiasedly, like,
Yes, mate.
Nice sunny day.
Yeah. Nice day today.
You going to speak at school at all?
Yeah. Are you as well?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, Maya is here.
I came to London.
But this is absolute chaos.
Yeah, my mate. Our mate. Yeah.
bank. But when you protest against, for example, grooming gangs and complacency of the government, apparently you're the bad guy. Or you're here to continue the fight.
Oh, there's my 2C in the house here. Yeah.
Damn, huh?
Yeah, Maya.
I'd love to network with that type of people, but yeah.
Yeah.
You on live right now, or do you film?
I'm on live, yeah. It also pre-records as well at the same time.
I know that.
Yeah.
Not daft.
Yeah, it's very useful.
What I'm going to do when we turn, they're going to stay still, they're going to push back.
Delete files. Which one? Yeah. You need to get another memory. Where are your iPhone?
I ain't got that much memory, I ain't now.
What phone you got?
iPhone 16.
So
Shit,
it's
memory
tiny
now.
compared to this, isn't it?
Yeah. Memory's not.
Yeah, go get that.
Love that. How you doing, Maya? You alright?
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
Don't do while it's flying. Yeah.
I did message you to say I was going to be here and you take a picture of him with the car. As a start. 5 of August, and that has to be there. Well, what's 10 of 4?
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't a scummer. Get out there.
Yeah, we should be alright here, guys. I've got one of the best arrests last weekend.
Yeah.
On camera, shab camera. I told you, but listen, yeah. You want that privilege? Then you know.
Yeah, live and direct. Got real British media here. Big up. Nice. Yeah, big up, big up. Yeah.
Far too ahead, man.
Yeah, just a bit.
How many views you have?
2,200.
Fucking hell, that's a lot for a live.
I know.
How you doing, fellas?
Yeah.
What does your audience say about speaking, like the people that speak?
Sorry?
Do you actually read messages?
Sometimes.
You get sent
They are
donations?
distracting though. Yeah.
Need an assistant, man, that reads through them.
Exactly. Woo. A lot of people here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, same here.
When we get to here, you stop, you come round.
You shall not pass.
Come on, just go. Now move over. Move over.
Now they're just swinging them around.
Yeah. Swing them. Yeah.
Move over, sorry boys, just move over till we've got a bit of a, and then we're in discipline. Right boys, boys.
Yeah. There you go.
I told you, don't wear the
Watching my life, couples, panicking. You know what? You need to get out of the panic. I'm talking.
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? Yeah.
Same old shit you've done.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's like 5,000 to 10,000 people here, I reckon.
How many you got viewing?
2,000. Yeah, yeah. Not bad, yeah. Hey.
Every now and then. Yeah. This is how you should be. Yeah, everyone should stop.
Oh, hello, my friend. How are you? Yeah, look, these are the survivors, guys.
Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, massive.
He's found everyone. I can see Nelson's following up in front. This is good turnout. Exactly, but this stuff look like how do you
I need to get like a worker's tool belt
Yeah.
to put things in.
Exactly.
I keep wanting to grab my mic, and I'm like, I ain't got no more hands. Yeah.
Oh, hi there. How are you?
Hello, you
You okay?
alright?
Yeah, good. Thanks.
Coming in this go. All right, let's go.
Not ESAC, you know. Come out the penalty area.
I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's here today. All right, it's you lot that are going to make the difference. Yeah? You're here for these deals, all right?
Shut up, kid!
Do you have a wife? I know. I feel a bit emasculated when I see that, but I'm all right. Do you have a wife? Not a wife. Mistress? Female. My Muslim girlfriend. I'm not a Muslim girlfriend.
Well, she found out his actual age.
Some halal beer.
Halal beer, yes. Yes, we're looking for some halal beer to go with the KFC.
Yeah.
No, I do not have a Muslim girlfriend, for those of you who are maybe wondering, because I don't think any Muslim would actually come within 10 miles of me.
Standing on the bus stop.
Well, don't be
Sorry.
sympathetic towards the Christian.
Hi, how are you? Okay. Good to see you. Yeah.
Yourself a brief as well. Still coming around the corner, Phil. Still coming around the corner, mate. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll let you take a shot, yeah? Everyone out of the way, let me get this shot.
Oh, Wesley, how you doing, mate? All right, good to see you. Yeah.
You ready? Phil, ready?
Really?
Look related.
Could be. Yeah.
Sorry, darling.
Sorry. We got Wesley Winter in the house.
How are we doing, guys? Yeah.
Thank you.
As I was saying, as you can see behind us, guys, so many patrons out today. Mothers, children, fathers as well. Obviously, it's mixed in with the grooming gang, football lads group, but also there's like a main cause, which is for the children as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Watch out, guys.
Good to see you. Yeah. Hi, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, good, thanks. Are you NUJ? Are you NUJ?
No.
Oh, back to? Yeah,
back to, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm NUJ.
NUJ?
NUJ, yeah.
It's not easy
Thank
to
you,
do,
bro.
is it?
Yeah, no. To me, yeah.
Oh, I can imagine that.
It's worth it, though. Yeah.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool, I'll go on.
Yeah, see you in a bit. As far as the eye can see, basically. That's how big it is. I estimate around 5,000 to 10,000 people or more, if not 20,000.
What do you expect we'll see today?
Sorry?
What do you expect we'll see today?
So there'll be speeches, there'll be all sorts of things taking place. There's also a counter-protest which we'll be covering as well, live and direct in near Westminster. So be sure to tune into Louis Errington on YouTube for Speakers Corner content most Sundays, and also follow Wesley Winter, who covers protests and all sorts of things across the UK. Big up.
Yeah. Take the mic, mate.
Yeah.
Thousands of young girls as young as 11 are groomed by
Drinking on duty.
First. I'll drink anything at the moment.
Right, Jim, yeah?
Keep on this side of the road, Jen.
Yeah,
We're coming now. We're right at the square now.
Who does that though? Sees that and just walks straight on. This is perfect. Perfect. I'm straight down to the aisle. Once we're in the right, or we're stuck it, Karen's going to play the music.
All right.
We're just doing milk.
That's a 3D radio. There's no fucking way on the radio.
eerily silent.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Yeah.
That's what we've always tried to do, you see. But obviously Tommy's so popular,
Yeah.
a lot of people sort of shout his name, but this is about the children. It's all about the children. So I think it's been brilliant today. Absolutely brilliant.
Let's say Keir Starmer's watching the live stream. What's your message to him?
They're watching all of us. They always watch us. But he's not going to be happy about this.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Coming through, boys, coming through. Straight now. Straight now. Keep this going. Boys, keep that now. Yeah, she knows what's up to, yeah?
That's how we do it.
Small little legs.
That's it.
Nice and slowly, yeah? Nice and slowly.
That's our mascot.
Hey, get out the way, bro. Come down, mate.
Right, you all got your photos?
Right, nice slow walk. Tom, nice slow walk, yeah? Anyone who asks for shirts when you get to the back, please.
That's the organiser.
Right, I need you to all out of the way, boys. I'll show you up.
All right.
Come on, please.
Hello, mate. You okay?
Alright.
Good to see you. Yeah. Good, thanks.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's a long walk, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh.
very long.
Wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah. How do I get my pass?
So you go down to the media pen and they'll give them to us there.
What
We've
now?
got our names.
Do we go now or should we wait?
Go now, because I'll get them all coming in.
Okay.
I want Tuesday I'm scared for Tuesday's safety.
Just go there.
Where's Tuesday?
Not sure.
They're all here.
Let's see Tuesday.
Even Trafalgar Theatre agrees with us on his time of coming.
Yeah, see him now. You alright? Good. Come on, let's get down to media.
Okay.
Load it, media pen. I forgot my proper tripod.
Yeah.
Zed! Zed! Zed Martin!
Children safe! Now! What do we want? Children safe! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Children safe! When do we want it? Now!
Yeah.
Now we are at the Four Stars, one of my absolute favourite places in London.
How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, bro. Oscar. How you doing? You alright? Good to see you, bro.
Where's the press entrance?
Huh?
Where's the
We
press
need to get
entrance?
them here. Follow CP. Follow CP.
Never, never, never coming.
What's your name, sorry?
EP4s, yeah.
Louis Errington.
One second, one at a time.
Okay. Louis Errington.
One Generation Media.
Louis Errington.
Yeah, Louis. No.
That's me.
Close to the top.
I'm near the top.
Louis.
Chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two of them.
Sorry.
One Generation Media.
Hold on, this one. Good for it.
Thank you. Are you on your own? I think I'm on. Yeah. Is that one of these? Thank you. Do we just set up here?
Yeah, set up money right here.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting in here.
Am
I
I?
haven't got my other tripod for me today, for you today, sorry.
How doing? You alright? Good to see you. Yeah, good, thank you. Cheers.
To expose all the lies over 40 years of systemic abuse, grooming gangs, pedophiles, children's care home abuse, over 50 cities across the UK, all covered up. We call out, enough is enough. We want justice. The survivors shall be heard. No more lies and cover-ups. Justice must be served.
What's up,
The
boss?
sexual
Come on, come on.
exploitation of children
Oh,
must
hi,
stop. Enough is enough. We will be heard.
yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Nowhere to hide. This national scandal will be blown open wide. Over 40 years of systemic abuse, grooming gangs,
Tried to say I wasn't
pedophiles,
on the
children's
list.
Huh?
They tried to say I wasn't on the list.
Yeah.
They had me down my channel name.
Yeah.
We want justice. The survivors shall be heard. No more lies and cover-ups. Justice must be served. The sexual exploitation of children stop. And we will be heard. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. This national scandal will be blown open
You okay? I do. You want to come in? This way, you need to go around this way.
Sexual exploitation of children must stop. Enough is enough, we will be heard. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Sweating yesterday.
Yeah, I even just got out of the
Excuse me.
I got my crew here.
Hold on. Now come here. Where's the fruit? Give me 3 of them badges.
I have a +1.
Give me 3 of them.
I have a +1, by the way. Cheers, mate.
Is it on the list, +1?
Yeah, the +1 is on the list there, Louis Errington. Near the top, +1. Thank you. I'll give this to my dad. G, I have a +1.
Is that your fruit?
All your mates out the pub. We need them all down here. Get them out the pub.
We're just told it was okay. It's German TV. Thank you. And we would just need a third
+1.
one. Is that okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give yourselves a big pat on the back for coming today. Right, you've been fantastic, right? Thanks for your support.
I know, you look like a novice in this. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's go this way.
We launched the For the Children campaign on the 22nd of March this year, and we kept it a little bit low key.
Hey, mate. Good to see you.
But today has been amazing, and I just want to thank you all for coming. We've got some amazing speakers. Please stay and listen to what they've got a story to tell, and I want you to listen to their story. Yeah. The For the Children campaign. We're not going away. We're here forever. We want to support all the survivors. The children of this country are our future. Yeah, we have to protect them, and if them lot back there ain't going to do it, it's our job to do it as parents and grandparents. In 2017, what can I call it? An army walked on the streets of London, and we named ourselves the Football Lads Alliance. Mate, the first march we had in June 2017, in 3 weeks we got together 10,000 lads. In October we had 75,000 football lads walking side by side, not one arrest. And today we done the same thing. We walked in. We have to put our differences aside. This is for our children, yeah. And I want to thank all the football lads that are here today for walking together again. Unbelievable, lads. You're amazing. So when we had the big march in 2017, like I said, there was no arrests. But all of a sudden, the left come out and deemed us far right and racist, yeah? Listen, this ain't about race. This ain't about colour. This is about our children, yeah? And every single man and woman out there that has a preference for younger kids, doesn't matter what colour you are, doesn't matter what race you are, the For the Children campaign are coming for you. I'm going to hand you over to Justin. We've got some amazing speakers. Listen to what this man's got to say. Please stay and listen, yeah? And then we'll all go afterwards and we'll all have a drink together, yeah? Thank you for coming.
Well, hello everyone. I'd like to reiterate what Phil just said. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. I doff my hat to every single one of you that put feet on the ground today or has put feet on the ground over the last 8 years that we, as football lads, have been campaigning for a national inquiry. We first started that in 2017, and there might have been the odd person doing it, but there weren't many. So there's a lot of people that jumped on the bandwagon lately, maybe for political gains, but we were here in 2017 calling for a national inquiry. And what we did, that first march that Phil told you about, 10,000, and then the second one, 75,000 people on the streets, side by side, firms from all over this country, and concerned parents and grandparents, the same as today. Not everyone here is a football lad. We've got concerned parents and grandparents and children from all over this country, from all walks of life, of all colour, here together as one people, one colour, one nation. Following 2017, the big march in London, we got requests from people to go to some of these towns, what are known in this country as the grooming towns, yeah? And from Telford, Rochdale, Rotherham, there's 50 of these towns, maybe more all over Britain, with 250,000 kids that have been abused over the years. While this government and other governments, we're not about politics, we're not about any of these, because they've all let our children down, every single one of them. Let's hear that. So ladies and gentlemen, we were asked to go to Telford and we were asked to go to Rochdale, and we went, and it wasn't a weekend, these were weekdays. And unlike those people that you passed on the way here, who can't even get more than about 50 out, right, I call them pro-paedophile now, because that's what they are. They come out, they must like paedophiles. I don't get it, do you? We're here, every one of us today, and we pay to come here, out of our own pockets. And when we went to Telford and Rochdale, because these other people, they don't pay, they get paid by their trade unions, and they get paid by people like George Soros, pay their money to come out and campaign. Do you know that? Every single one of you. Has anyone paid one of you lot to come here today? No, I didn't think they had. Why are we here? Because we care. Because we care about what's happening in this country to our children. So when we went to Telford and we went to Rochdale, I think we empowered some of these young girls. I hope we did, because on the back of us going there, I was amazed when we were walking through Telford, all of a sudden, what was 100 or 200 people on a weekday, when I looked behind, there was hundreds more, because the people from those towns and communities came out and they marched behind us. And they're marching with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Can I start off by applauding every one of these survivors, yeah, who are with us today, because they are so brave. They're the heroes, yeah? They're the heroes, these girls that have spoken out, yeah, that have had the courage to come here today, yeah, they're the heroes, yeah? Some other people like to take all the credit for all these things. Some of these political parties and that, as if they played a big part in it. I'm here to tell you they haven't. The people who played the biggest part are these survivors who had the courage and the strength to speak out, because it isn't easy. So give them a round of applause, please, every one of them. Right, on the back of what we did when we went to Rochdale and Telford, there was the one in Rochdale was already going, but the one in Telford Nagger, was sort of founded on the back of what we did. So if people think, you know, you haven't made a difference, we make a difference every time we're trying to do it, and we're trying to make a difference now, and we will be making a difference in the future. They said there wouldn't be an inquiry, there is an inquiry, and we're here to make sure that they do that inquiry properly, that it's transparent, that it's independent, and that it's far-reaching. So that all these people who are complicit in this, all these people, whether they're social workers, whether they're teachers, whether they're policemen, whether they're councillors, whether they're politicians, every one of those people that played a part, as Phil said, we're coming for you as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get our first speaker up today. This man I met in 2017, and he'd been campaigning for years before that, with a very special lady who I met with him, called Linda Phillips, and she is like the godmother of all of us here. She passed a few years ago, but I'd love to hear you all please give a round of applause for Linda Phillips. She's no longer with us, and she was doing this for 25 years. So I'm going to ask Billy Howard, yeah, Linda, love and respect. Billy Howard, ladies and gentlemen, Pang UK Rochdale, he's been doing this for 20 years. Give it up for Billy Howard.
Thank you guys. To see so many people here today, it gives me hope that this is going the right way. For 20 years, I've seen us hit brick wall after brick wall. Today, I've just seen that brick wall crumble. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to these guys as well, because behind the scenes they haven't stopped working to put these events on, so survivors like myself can speak. And for these guys, I think they deserve a massive round of applause. My good friend Justin has just spoke to you about a lady by the name of Linda Phillips. In Rochdale, she had the nickname Mrs. Rochdale, but she soon put that to bed. She said, I'm Mrs. Hemorrhoids, because I've been up that council's arse for 30 years. Linda passed away in 2020. I was her right-hand man. She wasn't mine. She was my icon. She was the bar we all tried to reach when we're campaigning against the abuse of children. She did it for 30 years. She, like you said, that round of applause didn't do her justice. I think she can get much louder one than that. One of the things Linda was campaigning against was against MP Cyril Smith. I don't think they can hear you. That's better. And the abuse that my boys, who I stand for, from Norview School, were abused on epic proportions. They've told you, these guys today, we're here to tell you a story. For me, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of how they built a culture to cover up the abuse of children back then, and it continued today until we see this inquiry and see the outcome of this inquiry. Now, I've been about for a while, guys. I've seen the Ixer inquiry, what exposed abuse in schools like Beach Home House, like Norview School, right across the UK. Children, young boys were abused by the people in Westminster and the Cyril Smith and his crew. Not one person through this inquiry was held to account. We then moved on to the grooming scandal in Rochdale, which I began working on. I'm probably the only person in Rochdale that has worked with 3 girls. Nobody else has. Today they're still forgotten by the state. They received no support. They can't be here today, but they send the love and the thanks, and they say thank you for your support. It means everything to them. Thank you. We've been to review after review. We've had Operation Augusta. Again, highlighted the absolute failings to protect your children, the absolute failings to protect the children in general right across Greater Manchester. 2 years later, they brought out Operation Span. And again, it highlighted the same failures, the same mistakes that they made in Norview, that they made in Beach Home House, that they made in Operation Augusta, and that they made in Operation Span. The reason I'm telling you this is I want to show you a pattern of a culture that's established within Westminster of covering up the abuse of children. And we do so, and I want to play you a recording now, if that's possible. Yeah. This was the head of the Crown Prosecution Service of Greater Manchester. If we can play it, I want you to hear what he says. Just a few stats while we're waiting for this to go ahead, of what I remind you people of. 4,000 children in the UK were given police cautions for being prostitutes. That's 4,000 decision makers that should be before the court. 4,000 children was police caution for being a prostitute. There's no such thing as a child prostitute, ladies and gentlemen. It's just child abuse. That's it. Unfortunately, guys, we can't get the recording up. It's unfortunate, but it was Nazir Assal, and I'll give you a quote. These girls, there was a memo sent out by the Home Office that these girls' chaotic lifestyles were the reason for their own abuse. Therefore, it's our instruction that the police do not get involved. That went reverberated right around the country. There's going to be some speakers after me, and they're going to tell you what impact that memo had and who's responsible. We have got the recording now, guys. All right. On Peter. So yeah, guys, I'm going to get off now and leave it to the other speakers. I want to say a big thank you again to Justin, the team, Karen, Phil, and everybody here, because this is what makes the difference. This is what will see us home, and this is what will make sure a proper inquiry is what we get. Thank you.
So what, I'm just going to lead in a little bit there from what Billy was saying, right? I don't know if you understood this. So, in 2008, 2009, a memo was sent out, right, to the chiefs of police of every force in this country. And that memo told them not to make arrests about perpetrators, about child abusers. Do not make arrests. in the name of diversity. Okay? Because they didn't think that it was good for their votes. Yeah? So like a lot of these other politicians, they put votes in front of our children. So the people that sent this memo out, because I want the world to know about this, okay? The memo was sent out from Gordon Brown via Jackie Smith, who was the Home Secretary at the time. And guess who was head of the CPS at that time? Yeah, you know, didn't you? Okay? So, as head of the CPS, do you not think that he might have had autonomy over that letter? That he might have wrote it himself? Yeah? As a legal advisor to the government? Yeah? Okay? So... Okay, so... Right, so, sorry. Right, so, yeah, Keir Starmer was involved, Jackie Smith and Gordon Brown, and they sent out a memo not to make arrests. Keir Starmer was in charge of the CPS from 2008 to 2013, yeah? Have you took that on board? Right, because I'm going to invite somebody else up in a minute to speak to you. Because from 2013, on the back of that memo, not to make arrests, yeah? Between 2013 and 2016, in Telford alone, there was 713 allegations of child sex abuse. How many arrests do you think they made? Yeah, do we all hear that? How many? Yeah, hell yeah, none. And I'm now going to invite my good friend of mine up, Anthony Wood, who founded Telford NAGA, which helps all of these people who have been gone through this terrible, horrendous, horrific abuse in Telford, just to give you a description of what that was like in Telford at that time. So ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Anthony Wood from Telford NAGA, please.
Hello everyone. I spoke in, was it March, and there was a few hundred people, but to see this today is just brilliant. I want to start as well. My wife, who's a survivor, said a long time, all these people that turn out for Brexit, COVID, free speech, you know, where are they for the survivors? Well, here they are. So I've been working in Telford for a number of years now, supporting survivors, trying to get justice and campaigning. Now obviously Telford, along with Rochdale, Rotherham, you know, it was highlighted. Yeah. Now in Telford, the police have identified in Operation Chalice between 250 to 300 suspects. Operation Chalice, they convicted 7. Altogether, they convicted 11. And yet they said this operation was a success. Now, that leaves what? So 250 plus suspects still walking the streets. Is that a success? Exactly. And on the back of that, before, we were pushing for inquiry in Telford for a number of years. And there was basically a letter that was sent to the Home Secretary stating that we don't need an inquiry in Telford. This was signed by Liberal Democrat councillors, Labour councillors, the Chief Crime Commissioner. Now, one of the people that signed this letter is a man called Sean Davis. Now, you'd think he'd lost his job. You know, would they sack him? Would they get rid of Sean Davis? He's now the MP for Telford. He also abstained from voting for a national inquiry. Can we get a big boo for Sean Davis, please? I really hope you heard that, Sean, because I don't think you'll be MP for Telford much longer. Now, Telford had an inquiry the government said it's a blueprint for the rest of the country. On the back of this inquiry, how many people lost their jobs? None. How many people actually held accountable? None. So how's that a blueprint for the rest of the country? So I want to lead on to the national inquiry, which, by the way, when we heard Yvette Cooper speaking about the national inquiry in Parliament, we can't deny it was amazing to hear all the things that we've been pushing for years being spoken about in there. It was vindication for people like me, but more importantly, it was vindication for survivors. Because it was only a few months earlier in January where Keir Starmer basically said that they were far right for calling for a national inquiry. Shall we get a boo for Keir Starmer while we're here? I don't think they quite heard you over there, even though they're not here. Let's carry on. Now, I just want to get into as well. It's not just, we talk about Labour, we talk about Keir Starmer, but it's not just about Labour. The Tories ignored it for 14 years. You know, they're now saying they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to do that. Well, what were they doing for the last 14 years? Nothing. They're all as bad as each other. They all try to play party politics. So, we need to ensure this national inquiry. For starters, we need the chair of the inquiry. We want someone, we can't trust our judiciary. We need someone, maybe a foreign judge. Who can you trust in our judiciary? No one. And on the back of that, also when they announced the inquiry, they were going to, I think they're reopening 800 cases, leading to 1,000 cold cases. Let's face it, most of these cases that were NFA'd by the CPS would have been done when Keir Starmer was head of public prosecutions. We can't trust them on this national inquiry, but we need to push them to make sure they get it done right. Before I go, there's one more thing I wanted to say, and it's, I've been talking to a family recently. Across the country, where there are children that never had the chance to become survivors. There are children in Telford who died. In Rochdale, Manchester, Rotherham, across the country. And they never had the chance to become survivors. There's one family I've been talking to at the moment, and there's a girl from Stoke called Jodie Sheeran, and I spoke to the family recently and they asked me to keep banging the drum. Now, Jodie fell a victim to these gangs. She had a son, who I want to say as well, Jaden, if anyone's seen Jaden Sheeran on the TV lately, who's been speaking out at 19 years of age, I want to give him a massive round of applause because he's been brilliant. He is one of the most bravest people in the country right now to stand up, and I respect him for that. Now, his mother, sadly, is no longer with us. She lost her life. After she was raped, they had DNA to prove who raped her. It went to go to court, but before it had a chance to go to court, on the day of the trial, the police turned up and basically said she's not a reliable witness, so it didn't go through. Now, today, they're saying it won't happen because, sadly, she's dead. She lost her life because of her trauma. And I want us to send a message to the family, to Ange, the mother, a lovely woman who's fighting as hard as she can to get justice for her daughter. We want to get justice for Jodie. We want to get justice for every survivor. And again, they may not be here today, but I want it to ring around this corrupt, sleazy area of Parliament. I want everyone to say, Jodie, Jodie, Jodie. That's for you, Ange, mate. Love to the family. Thank you all. Speak soon.
Give it up for Anthony Wood, please. Telford Nagger. Right, ladies and gentlemen, very important. somebody's flying a drone above us and the police are saying they'll shut us down if they don't take the drone down because it's over Dowling Street. So whoever's got the drone, please take it down, otherwise they're going to shut us down. Right. Right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, so you've heard two speakers about some of the horrific abuse that's gone on in Telford and in Rochdale. The next person I'm going to ask to speak to you is going to speak to you from behind the curtain here. She's probably the most famous survivor in the country. She was a victim of horrific abuse that she's going to tell you about. She's a survivor. And she's also a very, very big campaigner for what's going on in this country now. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a massive, massive round of applause for Elizabeth Harper, please. One sec. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Hello everyone, I am Elizabeth and I come from a small northern town. Some people may have heard of it, may have never heard of it before the day of the 26th of August 2014, when my hometown dominated every news channel, every radio station, every newspaper, and everyone was talking about the day we become known as having the biggest child protection scandal ever seen in this country. We was known not just nationally but worldwide. My hometown is the infamous Rotherham. I am a grooming gang survivor of the Pakistani grooming gangs, and I am one of an estimated 1,500 plus children identified in the Alexis J report into Rotherham. One of those children that not only was abused, trafficked and raped, but was systematically failed on an industrial scale. Those that was paid to protect turned a blind eye blissfully and become complicit in the evil and horrendous abuse of children. I have always said the only reason they said sorry was because they got caught brushing this national epidemic under that big carpet they like to have as a belonging. They seem to push the narrative that Rotherham was somewhat a mistake. No, Rotherham wasn't a mistake, it was a conspiracy. Children were fed to the wolves while the perpetrators were allowed to roam free. I was abused over a period of 4.5 years. I won't go into the details, but please take a second to just imagine your worst nightmare times 1,000, and you'll probably still wouldn't get to the place what hundreds of children have experienced. The isolation, the fear, the normalisation of such abuse. I could go on forever, but those feelings are not what an adult faced, it was a child. Children should feel nothing but safety and to live a happy childhood. I have took the consequences of other people's crimes against me since I was 14. I am now 37. During my abuse, in just a period of 10 weeks, I was kept in a flat for the purpose of to abuse and rape me. During the 10 weeks, my parents contacted the police over 200 times. No action was taken until something changed one day. They decided to take action. They arrested my dad, not once but twice. His crime, he tried to get me out of the property that his daughter was getting abused daily. Looking back just at one event as an adult, how is that even right that during the period he was the only one made accountable for my abuse? An innocent man who was going out of his mind took priority for arrest over the abusers. One of my abusers was a woman that preyed on young girls to then facilitate the abuse. With high intelligence already gathered on this offender from 1999, that's 4 years before I became a victim. The intelligence was that this particular offender had set up a fake rape crisis hotline to lure girls into exploitation. This was shut down by South Yorkshire Police in 1999. Rotherham Borough Council gave her a taxi contract to pick children up from school. She went under 9 different names. The intelligence around her was to a very high level, but still she did what she did without no consequences. When the J report came out in Rotherham, some people may have felt anger and upset and so many other emotions. I felt relieved, I felt vindicated, but I also knew that finally I wasn't that label of a naughty child that was responsible for my own abuse. The world knew we were always telling the truth. That day of the J report into Rotherham became the first step into my journey of becoming a survivor. The day I knew I had to fight not only for myself but all for those that didn't have a voice. In my journey of campaigning, I've been blessed with meeting some amazing people that have been through absolute hell, and I look at them and think, how did we do it? How did we survive? We fought against the odds, and here we found ourselves being shoved on the back burner again. We get media attention for a while, and then it disappears. We get false promises from those that can make the change, and then they let us down. The same old vicious circles. Then after all those times, something changed this year. One man in a different part of the world changed the narrative. That man was Elon Musk. He gave us a voice once again. Our stories rose again. Then we saw a call for a national inquiry, and the government stood in Parliament, told the thousands of survivors and their families, no, your voice and your need for justice won't be heard or given. How is this right? And how can they justify such contempt against us? That justification was jumping on a far-right bandwagon and a dog whistle. Six full months they let us basically beg for justice, while blissfully insulting every single concerned person in this country. The audit found just exactly what the concerns and the injustice that had been raised for years. We then saw a U-turn. We was allowed an inquiry. This is when the fight starts again. We must not let them rewrite history on Britain's darkest secret. We must never become silenced again. We need this to be done. We need this to be done properly. We need to know the true extent throughout the country. We need to know the statistics to have proper data. We need to hold those that fail to account. We need to join the dots and make it what it is, organised crime. We need to see people being compelled to speak. We need to see actions, not only for us that have suffered, but for this country's children. They are our future. They should be safe and never be faced with such evil. No. Out of the 4.5 years of abuse, due to missing and destroyed paperwork, I have only one perpetrator who has been sentenced. He was sentenced to 9 years in 2018. By 2020, he was allowed to go in open prison. He did just 2.5 years in a closed prison. Licence conditions were granted that he must not come into Rotherham again. Just 8 months after, he was just half a mile away from my home. He is recalled. This week, after a paper-based parole hearing, I was given the news that parole was denied and open prison conditions was denied. The summary was something that has made me feel quite upset this week. After the last 18 months of fighting to get him back in prison and being told you have to base things on facts and the label of me being emotionally unstable, my point was proven. I would just like to read you the risk assessment. Having considered the details and the circumstances of the index offences, as well as all the other evidence before it, the panel identified a number of risk factors, things that made it more likely that Mr Boston would re-offend. These risk factors had included offending for sexual gratification, a sexual interest in young teenagers, feeling entitled to sex, associated with others who shared his interests, and having a lack of victim empathy. I wanted to share it so people have an insight of how the system doesn't work. This man was let out on automatic release with the full knowledge that he was likely to re-offend again. He was left for 8 months to potentially re-offend against children. This isn't justice, this is covering up crimes against children. I just want to say a huge thank you to every single person stood here today. Today you took part in making a stand for the children of this country, but you also gave a little bit of hope to every single survivor in this country that their voice will still keep being heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, without people like Elizabeth doing what she just did, we wouldn't be having a national inquiry, I'm telling you that now. Please give her a massive round of applause. Right, most of the time, people hear the word grooming or grooming gang, and yeah, they may well associate it with the grooming towns, and be that what people sometimes describe it as Asian, Pakistani. Not all groomers are Asian or Pakistani. Let's have it straight. The Catholic Church, the Church of England, they've all been guilty of it over the years. Yeah, so let's not just sit here and call one thing out, because all these people over the years have been guilty of doing this. Yeah, so yeah, don't pigeonhole it. We'll call it. Yeah. So when you think of grooming and you think of grooming gangs, they're not all like that. Sometimes it might be that little nice man that you've known for years and years and years, and you've let him look after your kids, yeah? And you think, what a lovely man, and the whole community likes him. The next speaker that I'm going to invite up to speak to you is going to tell you a story about this. Her child was abused, she killed the perpetrator, and she went to prison for it. I'm not applauding that. I'm not applauding that. I'm not saying applaud that, but ladies and gentlemen, this lady, right, is next up. Is going to talk to you also about a campaign that we want you all to get behind. So please give it up, yeah. Sarah Sands, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I don't know how much anybody knows about Della's Law, but I really appreciate your time so I can bring some awareness to it. For 20 years, those in authority have known about a loophole that has left our children vulnerable and unprotected. Due to the negligence in acting and finding a solution, children have been violated and murdered. Families continue to be ripped apart. It has taken an incredibly courageous woman to stand up and draw close to her those that will not back down or be swayed under big words and complicated legislations. Della Wright, who could not be here today, has been campaigning, fighting and gathering evidence for over 7 years to protect our children. Della has gained the support of MPs, multiple organisations and thousands of people. Della's Law is now on its second reading in Parliament under the Crime Policing Bill. I have come here today as one of those families torn apart by this loophole, and my children were amongst the children that had been affected by this loophole that should have been closed 20 years ago when they found out Ian Huntley had changed his name to get that job as a caretaker in a primary school. In 2014, I was arrested for murder, our lives already torn apart by the actions of one man who had changed his name after 30 years of abusing children to evade exposure due to changing his name and getting a clean DBS check. In these terrifying cases, both Claire's law and Sarah's law are not fully protecting us. Parliament knows it, the authorities know it, and they have known it for over 20 years. I wanted to be here today as a reminder that as the proposed legislation is going back and forth in Parliament, that they remember we are real people with real traumas due to the authorities' neglect in closing this loophole. Della has wrote a book, Trapped, and is on social media as Della's Law if anybody would like any more information. It is for us to remember the power we hold in our voices to make change, spread awareness, and to save our children.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Sarah Sands, please. Okay, we've got a couple more speakers, yeah? And at the moment, 1 second please, we've got... Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from one more survivor here who's got another story to tell and has got another campaign for you to get behind. It's really important we get behind these campaigns. What she just said there about Ian Huntley, yeah? Yeah? The fact that he was able to do that. And after 20 years and 30 years, these people are able to change their names and all of a sudden they lose their criminal record, yeah? We need to be on this and make sure these people do this. Yeah? Right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hear from another young survivor here who's going to tell you a story. Please give a massive reception for Kira, please. I'm going to put this on.
Hello. Hi, Naomi. Bear with me because I'm a bit nervous and it's my first time. Thank you all for being here today, standing with us and lending your voice, a cause that is too often silenced. My name is Kira and I'm a survivor of sexual abuse, but I'm more than just a survivor. I'm a person who's finding my strength, my voice, and my path to healing. At 16 years old, I just finished school and was groomed by my local shopkeeper who was 55, Harry Shankar. With the support of and encouragement of my friends and family, I pressed charges and went to court. This was a long and hard journey that went on for 5 years. Adjourned twice, I gave up so many times, and we finally made it to court in 2023 for the trial. Me and my friends were cross-examined for a whole day and made to feel like we were the criminals, only for Harry Shankar to accept a lesser charge of paying for sexual activities from a 16-year-old. Instead of taking the stand, he took the easier way out. His original charges were 2 sexual assaults and 2 sexual penetrations, and then he accepted the plea for sexual acts of a 16-year-old. I was completely destroyed all over again and made to feel like I consented and was accepting the payment for this. So far from the truth. Harry Shankar was also subject to immigration and did not have the right to remain in the UK. He should have been granted this, but after he pleaded guilty to the lesser charge, he was also granted the right to remain in the country, a failing from our Home Service and immigration. I'm still fighting this today after finding information that he is still committing offences and breaching his sexual harm prevention order. I reached out to Gurmit Singh, and from this came my documentary, Kira's Justice. If you haven't seen it, please watch, and you'll hear all about my story. I'm on YouTube, X, and Twitter. This is something that I'm still living every day. My perpetrator is back in court next week for breaching his order, and let's just hope justice is finally done. I'm here because this can happen to anybody. It's not about what you look like or how you act. These people prey on the vulnerable, and I'm lucky to have the support to fight this because many other people haven't. For many years, I felt the weight of silence, carried the shame, the fear, the doubt, and all the confusion. It isn't easy, but I've learned something important. Nobody should have to carry the burden of abuse alone. No one should have to be made to feel ashamed of something that wasn't done to them. This is why I'm standing here today and why I've created Kira's Voice for Change, number 4, just to let you know. Because I don't want survivors to know that they're not alone and their voice does matter. I want to say this clearly, there is no shame in speaking out, there is no shame in telling the truth, and no shame in seeking help. There's no shame in asking for support. This shame belongs to those who commit these unspeakable acts, not to those who have been harmed. And together, we can break the silence that has allowed abuse to continue for too long. Kira's Voice for Change is more than my story. It's a platform where we can amplify the survivors, where we can create a community that uplifts, supports and empowers one another. I believe that by sharing our stories, we make it harder for the darkness of abuse to thrive. We shed the light on truth. We bring hope to others that are still suffering in silence. And I want to actually make a change, first by spreading awareness, and then I want to find a meaningful change. And I've decided the only way that we can do that is to change the law in England to ensure that perpetrators of a child's sexual abuse cannot accept a lesser plea deal and dismiss the impact of their crimes. A petition has been submitted. Please keep an eye out on my social media for that. When it's live, please get behind it. If you are here today, if you are listening, and to the messages on social media, I want you to know your story does matter, and no matter how long it takes to find the courage to speak, people are here who will listen, support you, and who will stand by you as you begin your journey towards healing. Let today be a reminder for us all, we are not alone, we are powerful, we are brave, together, and we can make this world a safer place for children. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite Phil Hick in. Please give this man a round of applause. The amount of work he does, unbelievable. Phil's going to read something out to you. Give it up for Phil Hick, please.
Right, it's just a short statement that I want to read out, yeah? Although we welcome the news of a full inquiry into the epidemic of child grooming rape gangs, let's not let ourselves be distracted away from the fact that Tommy Robinson was incarcerated for an airing Right, let's not get distracted away from the fact that Tommy Robinson was incarcerated for airing a documentary exposing the unbelievable case of Bailey McLaren, the 15-year-old Huddersfield schoolboy who had his life destroyed by a total media lie. We suggest everyone here today should watch the documentary Silenced. If you haven't already had, and if you haven't already watched it, then please watch it. Make sure to share it to those who haven't. We demand a full investigation. Sorry. We demand a full investigation where all witnesses are allowed to speak freely and without fear of repercussions. A total exoneration and public apology for Tommy Robinson and Bailey McLaren. Tommy Robinson, and Bailey McLaren, who, let's not forget, who is still in hiding, purely because he defended his sister's threat of rape and violence. Let's listen, while we're here, let's forget this. He's not here today, Tommy. He was going to come, but he's not well at the moment. So I want to give everyone, let's have a round of applause for Tommy Robinson.
I see ya. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to add a small bit to that. That man started the campaign, started campaigning, in 2009. Think about that, 2009. We've been doing it for a while, but that man's been doing it a hell of a lot longer. And I think we should all doff our hat and thank him for what he's been doing for our children. As Phil just told you, Tommy isn't well, and that's why he's not here today. But I'm now going to introduce a man that's been speaking all over the country for the last few years now, and is always very well received. He's a very, very good friend of Tommy Robinson's. I'm going to give you up now. Daddy, come and have a word, mate. Give it up for Daddy, please.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for everyone for coming, and let's have a big round of applause for everyone behind For the Children campaign who's been doing this. For the stewards, for the security, because this wouldn't happen without them. So, there comes a time though when silence becomes complicity. Today isn't one of those days, because today is the day that we tear off the mask and we show this country exactly what it has become. Let me make this clear. Our children weren't just failed. They were fed to the wolves and the government held the lead. Don't you dare let them say this is neglect, because neglect is forgetting a birthday. Neglect is about missing a parents' evening. This is none of them, because this was grooming. This was rape. This was the political protection of paedophile networks, and only now they were forced to admit it. Because Baroness Louise Casey, she's not one of us, she's one of the Labour's own. She exposed the truth of what we have been saying for decades upon decades. That police officers have ignored the victims. Survivors were labelled as liars and slags. Gangs ran wild under the nose of the state, and nobody did a thing. This wasn't just failure, this was a strategy. A strategy to keep the Muslim vote happy. A strategy to appease community leaders. A strategy to silence the working class while our daughters were dragged into hell. Where was Keir Starmer when the grooming gangs were being protected? He was the director of public prosecution after all, and he shut down the very first serious investigation. So no, like he claimed, he didn't stop it. He helped to bury it. He's a liar. And where were the Conservatives? They were too busy hosting iftars in Parliament and grovelling to hate preachers while our children were getting groomed. And what now? They're going to hand out medals and tell us that lessons have been learned? No, they haven't. So we are not talking anymore. We are going to be demanding justice. I have multiple demands over multiple places because I don't play policy games, and I'm here to draw a line in the sand. I demand a national criminal investigation into the political cover-ups of grooming gang, starting with Keir Starmer. I demand the prosecution of any MP, any police officer or social worker who facilitated abuse through silence. I demand grooming gang survivors receive state-funded trauma support, way above what they give the illegals and the asylum seekers. And I demand that public trials for the paedophile protection networks, televised, let the people see. And here's where I go further, because I demand the end of multiculturalism as a policy. It has failed. It has caused lives. It ends now. I demand re-migration of anyone who refuses to adopt British principles. I don't care where they came from. If they treat our daughters like me and our country with disrespect, they can leave. I demand the end of Islamic supremacy in British public life. You want Sharia? Go to Saudi. Here we live under common law. Here our women and children come first. You see, what's going to happen now is the left and all the mainstream medias, they are going to incorrectly call this hate speech. So they want to play that game with me. Okay, good. I'm going to play it. Because yes, I hate evil. I hate paedophiles. I hate cowards who trade girls for votes. I hate lies disguised as tolerance. I hate the wolves in the suits. And I hate the silence in power. And if you don't hate these two, then you're part of the problem. So this would be a righteous hate. It's what built empires and it's what defends the innocents. And to those over there watching in Parliament in Westminster, let me remind you this. You knew, and you let it happen anyway. And now the people know too. You let cities fall into gang control. You arrested the whistleblowers. You even jailed Tommy Robinson for exposing it, while the groomers and the rapists he named walk free. You let children bleed because their parents were the wrong kind of victim. And when they did come forward, you called them racist. You took away their voice. You destroyed any type of justice for them. And now they want to talk about healing. Okay, we will heal this country when the guilty are in prison and the people are back in charge. And God bless that one over there with the UKIP flag. That's who we need to get there. That's who's going to be doing it. And I will be standing for them. And I'm proud to be doing that. So let me just finally say a few things here, and I'm going to make it loud and clear because I am done being polite. I am done playing nice. And we are never, ever going to stop because we are the Britain they hoped that died. We are the voice they tried to ban, and we are the judgment that they fear, and the reckoning that they deserve. We demand consequences, we demand justice, and finally, we demand Britain back! Come on!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Danny Bosco! Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one last speaker here today, and then we've got a few thank yous and a few acknowledgements. Okay, but I'm going to ask Beaver Meadow to come up here with two children as well, the first time on the stage. Yeah, and they're going to have a chat with you. Come on, come along, bring that on the stage, come on. Don't be shy, come on, come out here. It's what this is about. Give these girls a round of applause.
Hey. Hi! They're not children, they're just young women. But not just women, young women. Women with a voice. Make some noise if you're a survivor. Yes, make some noise if you know a survivor. I'm a survivor. and I'm an ambassador for the Enough to End Rape social deterrent campaign. My perpetrator is a 3-time convicted child sex offender, and he's back in the community for a 3rd time. He has an offending history spanning 5 decades, starting in 1983, where he pleaded guilty in a court of law and walked free. He is an associate of Jimmy Savile, and he's back in the community after a 3rd conviction. I am angry. Who is angry here? And I'm the kind of person who, whilst I'm passionate and angry and could kill him, I'm not going to, because here we are taking action and advocating and doing our activism. And I want to tell you about this really important social deterrent initiative that Enough has come up with. And that's not me, that's Katie and Tom, but they can't be here today, so I'm representing the Enough. What it is self-testing DNA rape kits. We want every family in the country to have one of these kits at home, next to their COVID kit, next to their pregnancy test kit, and whatever else you test for at home. And you, if you don't want to go to the police, we're not saying instead of, we're saying as an alternative to, because let's face it, the police actually haven't been very helpful to survivors, have they? So we've come up with our own plan. And this is to give the power and some control and the narrative back to the survivors. This is survivor-led social justice, social deterrent. It's a kit you can swap within 48 hours of being attacked or raped. You can send it in an envelope free post to the lab, and your perpetrator's DNA will be held on file forever. So that when you're ready to go to the police, or if you want to, you can, because you've collected the data and it has to be collected within 48 hours. And most women and girls who have been raped don't really acknowledge it until days later. So they've missed the important 48-hour window. That's why everyone needs one of these self-testing DNA rape kits. What do you think? Do you think this is a cool idea? Can you believe we haven't had something like this? Because this technology has been available since the 1960s. Who doesn't want this kit in the public space? I'll tell you who. It's a government that sanctions, it's state-sanctioned gaslighting of victims and survivors to shut us up, keep us quiet, keep us disempowered, so that they can perpetuate their own political agenda or whatever it is they want to do. And we're saying we're not having it no more. Everyone needs to get one of these kits. There's a QR code. Give one to your daughter, to your grandmother, to your aunt, your sister, and all you football fans, all you men, get a kit and give it to one of your loved ones. So that way you are very much a part of the deterrence against rape and violence against women and girls in our community. Thank you so much.
I've got my glasses now. Oh, it's you? Okay. Sorry. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, right, I'm going to start doing a few thank yous and a few acknowledgements. Over the course of the last 8 years, I'm talking about things for the football lads, what we're doing now, combined with For the Children. A lot of people put feet on the ground, and a lot of people done things in the background. We had so many things, admins that worked with the FLA for years, monitoring all the phone calls and the messages we get. Sometimes you do get lunatics coming up who are far right, unlike us lot. Yeah, and we have people that stop all that coming through. We have all for 8 years now. See all these people here in these yellow vests, yeah? And the visas and the guys running around the back here. Can you give them a round of applause? Because they do this for nothing. The stewards, please, give it up, please, for everyone here. They've been doing it for years. They don't get paid, unlike these people down the road who want to come and do all these anti-protests. The pro-paedophile ones, I call them. Yeah, on top of that, we've got a lot of other people behind the scenes. I'm going to ask some of them to get up. so that you see some of these people are, because you don't see them, you won't see them like me and Phil today. They're all the people in the background who do so much work. Please come along, give these people a round of applause, because they work really hard. I see these people down here, Glenn, Phil, the SCD boys. Where's my SCD boys? Give these, see these boys here, they come and do security for us. They've been doing it for years. Phil, Greg, every one of you, I salute every one of you. Yeah. All these guys here, the media, the mainstream media don't cover this. These people here do. Yeah, and that's how people get to see it. And that's how, with the help of Elon Musk, Elon, salute you, mate. Give him a round of applause. I agree with that. Elon, I hope you're going to share this. I hope you share this around the world, because you played a part in all of this. And we acknowledge you and we thank you. And these media boys here, boys and girls that are here, all of you, we appreciate it. There's a few other people I'd like to thank. There's a guy behind here. Will, come out here, mate. Will does the sound for us. Where's Mark? Mark, you here, mate? Mark, get yourself up here. See this lorry? He has kittens every time. He has murders having to get this in. Ladies and gentlemen, give Mark a round of applause, please. HGV, here he is. Right. There's a few people, ladies and gentlemen, that aren't with us today, that started this journey with us. And so many to mention, but amongst Terry Houlihan, ladies and gentlemen, Simon Davis, you want to give it up for Terry Houlihan? Yeah? There's a lad from Millwall, he was part of all this to start with. Stevie Ross, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, good shout, Phil. Steve Ross, good man. There's a lot of others that aren't here anymore that started this journey. Let's not forget them. Okay? See these people here? Right, Tony, Carl, Glenn, Greg, Phil, and Liam. Come round here, Liam. Liam films all this stuff for us. If you want to catch up on this, Liam Galvin, go on YouTube. All these guys here, go and look at what they do. Yeah, give them a round of applause, because they cover these events. They ain't getting paid to come here. Unlike all these mainstream media people, they turn up here and they do a bit of good. I salute every one of you. Thank you very much. And lastly, but by no means least, and I mean by no means least, yeah, every one of you people that's put feet on the ground for the last 8 years, yeah, that came to Telford, that came to Rochdale, that came to London, whoa, and in the background here, Mr. Singh, hello, give this man a round of applause. Can see the Sikhs, by the way, yes, how are you, mate? Thank you for coming, yeah. Because the Sikhs of Mohan Singh spoke on the first march, we did, yeah, and I'm going to say it because I don't think people realise that the Sikh community, they were victimised, they were targeted as well by the grooming gangs. It wasn't just English kids, and it isn't just English children now that they do it to. They do it to the Sikh community, and the Sikh community needs to stand with these people because they're good people. Give them a round of applause, please, for the Sikhs. And another one that along the way they've come along and supported us many, many times. The Gurkhas, good people, the Gurkhas. They fought for this country. Let's hear it for the Gurkhas as well. Along the way, we marched together many, many times. They come with us many, many times. And I'd like to hear every one of you give a round of applause for the veterans of this country. Yeah. It's wrong the way the veterans in this country are treated. 10,000 veterans sleep rough on the streets of a country they fought for every night. Yeah? It's not right. The way we treat our veterans is a national disgrace. And we need to call it out. Starmer, you need to sort this out. Our veterans are worth more than this, while you house other people that have never paid a penny in tax, never mind fought for this country. Let's hear it for the veterans. I'm going to pass you over to my mate Phil.
When we launched the For the Children campaign on the 22nd of March, we had some very brave people speak on the stage, survivors, right? And they've come on board with us, and they're doing an amazing job researching stuff and they're just coming on board and helping us. These people, where's the others? Right, I want you all to give it up for the survivors, yeah, because these are the people we're doing this for. They're the ones that matter, not me. Not Justin, these people, yeah? We're doing it for them, and they're doing it for themselves. They've been out there for years and years and years campaigning, yeah? Yeah, they are the heroes. They are the proper heroes, not us. They are. Also, the For the Children campaign, we're trying to start groups in every area because we want to do a national day of action. So if any of you are interested in starting a group in your area, we've got one already around Portsmouth area, all around now. Please get in contact with us on our Facebook pages, just Together for the Children, and you know, because this day, National Day of Action, has to be big. It has to be at the same time in many areas up and down the country. Yeah. So if anyone is interested in doing that, get starting a For the Children group in their own area, please get in touch with us. Yeah. I'd also like to thank Jay Herndon for sponsoring us for the lorries and everything. These people do an amazing job and they sponsor us, so I'd like to thank them as well, yeah? But and on top of it, you lot, amazing, absolutely amazing, yeah? Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've just been asked very quickly to shout, Kira, you give it a shout again, please, Kate, because this is important to get behind this campaign.
Please follow Kira's Voice #4 Change on social media.
There's a few other people I'd just like to thank. Karen, come here, mate. This is Karen Edmondson, who's done so much behind the scenes as well. Yeah. And my wife, who I haven't even seen today, I don't even know if she's here, I apologise. If she's here, she was up at 5 o'clock this morning making sandwiches for all these people. So Jenny, wherever you are, give her a round of applause, because I'm only at the end of that otherwise. Okay? I don't know if I've left anyone out here, but going forwards, here's a little thing for you. Going forwards, we've got plans to take this to other towns and around the country. Yeah, so you'll be hearing about that. So follow the pages, and you'll see what we're going to be doing, because we're planning to do something in October. And there is a documentary for all you football lads. There's a documentary that documents our journey for the last 8 years, from 2017 to now, and we're For the Children. Yeah, combined, we all work together. Yeah, it's all part of the same thing. It comes out on Saturday the 2nd of August. You'll be able to download it then, so you'll be able to buy it, and hopefully Elon Musk will share that for us, and we'll get our story out, because apparently we're all far right in that, and we'll show all these people what we do in the background and what we've all been doing for years. Yeah? Lastly, I want to give every single one of you a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming today. You make us proud and you make this worthwhile. Thank you. Thank you very much. Every one of you, thank you very much. We're going to play you a song now, Karen. Yeah.
Listen, the beers are on Justin in the pub up the top there, so we'll see you in there afterwards, yeah? All the beers are on Justin, yeah? Thanks for coming, brilliant. I want you to listen to this song as well. This song was written for us.
Kids take lives like ravers take pills. Film it all for Instagram reels. Laugh and joke as young blood spills. Another boy soldier KIA. And the politicians seem MIA. At county lines and postcode wars. It could happen to mine, it could happen to yours. For our sons and daughters, for all girls and boys, we must make a stand, we must make some noise. It's not too late, but it's now or never. We must act as one, we must come together. His laptop full of cruel intention showed remorse a judge will mention. A sentence gifted in suspension. He works in education, saved by legislation. The laws are a joke and the system is broke. It all needs investigation. For our sons and daughters, for all girls and boys, we must make a stand. We must make some noise. It's not too late, but it's now or never. We must act as one. We must come together. Grooming gangs hunt girls 13. The police won't act on what they've seen. Things worse now than they've ever been. Our children need protection from political correction. The sound of your name shapes the rules of the game. The working class, they seem fair game. For our sons and daughters, for all girls and boys, we must make a stand. We must make some noise. It's not too late, but it's now or never. We must act as one. We must come together. For our children we will shine a light. For our children we take up the fight. For our children we stand and we may fall. For our children we will risk it all. For our sons and daughters, for all girls and boys, we must make a stand. We must make some noise.
We are back.
So I don't know, shall I end it?
Let me check quickly where the counter is. I mean, apparently the counter should be over there. On there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't see anyone.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are thinking about either going to the counter protest or just going.
Yeah.
I might just end it because I don't see anything else happening.
Yeah.
There are a few hopefuls hanging on to see if you'll find more action. Not many.
We'll meet legal starters at the pub as well. Not yet, not yet. Let's go this way.
Oh! Proceed, catch up, sir.
Is it over? Yeah. Are we going now?
Oh, I'm going to sign off.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It will come off. Probably got too much going on there, haven't you?
We are at our end. James!
Yeah, it's I know. Yeah.
Are you not letting go? We are done. I don't see anything else.
Yeah, nothing else here.
Oh, there's Harpoon or whatever.
Yeah, he's over there.
We have the roller skating. Oh, wait.
Roller skating here. There's no pasta and Coca-Cola.
Rollerblading protester.
Yeah.
She's going away.
Free beer.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I love a free beer.
We'll just get a quick. Reggie Brian.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on today?
I
Come on,
think
Brian.
today has been very beneficial.
Okay.
I think the survivors, it's all about them.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately this movement is going to grow, and individually people are going to be able to put pressure on their prospective parliamentary candidates to keep the ball going in terms of justice for these victims. I'm very impressed by the Football Lads Alliance, their willingness to attend this and their willingness to support their fellow country women in their hour of need.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Brian.
Brian. You're a legend.
Cheers, legend.
You're a legend.
Yeah.
I love you, Brian.
Yeah.
In a non-homosexual manner.
I gathered that.
Just wanted to be known, you know. I don't want anyone to misunderstand. Mel!
Hey, James.
Are you finishing off
Yeah.
now, are you?
Yeah. That's my dad.
Hi.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Quite good. Going to the pub. Do you come with us?
Yeah.
We're all going to go to the Amity initially. He might. Hi, Mel. How are you? You okay? Very good to see you. How have you been? That's my dad here. Yeah. No, it was alright. They're around.
There's about 6,000.
Yeah, 6,000.
So add all your tons together. Another 24,000.
Definitely.
The Amity, where's that one there?
Yeah, it's the one Oscar, hello? Oh yeah, it's all finished. Whereabouts are you?
I've just told him.
Should we go to the Amity instead? Everyone's going to the Amity. Yeah, let's do Amity. Then we'll see in a bit. That's it.
We changed venue then.
Yeah, to the Amity. Yeah.
Why? Where had you attended that?
Nothing seems to be happening now. Over there. Yeah.
They start, basically.
Ash. How you doing, mate? Good to see you, bro. How's it been? You alright? Yeah, you got the flag. Yeah.
As soon as I hold it up, I had the one from.
Do you want to come to the Amity pub with us? Yeah.
I'm actually ready.
Yeah. And the Indian flag as well. So guys, we got the Israeli and Indian flag here.
The line on it, that was the military
Nice.
operation.
Surprised someone didn't run off with that.
All this. The line was the military.
I mean, if it was at the counter, someone would run off with that sense to me.
Where is the counter?
It was meant to be, but it's gone now, I think.
As line.
Yeah. There was Antifa there earlier.
Oh, was that where it was all kicking off a bit?
Yeah, that was Antifa. Do you want to wave that as well? Here. You want to wave this here? Is it? That'd be quite funny.
Put it around Nick.
That's not right.
We've got to learn how to play the game.
Okay, perfect. PJ National Cup for my dad as well. See you later. Yeah, today was really good. I loved it.
No, there should have been more people out.
Yeah, there should have been.
It's building support. I mean, I ended up with this.
I went to only had about
Did you see the Essex girl I was with?
Oh, no, I didn't.
I just managed to find an Essex girl.
It was the one I met earlier today.
Yeah, I was the only girl I was with.
Yeah.
She was like, oh my god, am I on the Tommy rally? Do you know what I mean? She was like really, I think she was a bit curious about it all.
Yeah, I'm a bit frustrated as well.
Are you still live?
Oh yeah, I'm going to end it now. Yeah, I'll end mine now. Yeah.
I like the umbrella, does that keep the equipment cool?
It's very good to have the umbrella. Yeah.
Yeah, because you get direct sunlight.
Yeah. especially at Speaker's Corner as well. You mind holding the camera like this quick? I'm just going to end my stream. Okay, we're now going to be wrapping up this live broadcast. A huge thank you for you all tuning into this stream. My name's Louis Errington. I'm an independent journalist. I cover a broad variety of protests and events on our channel, so be sure to subscribe. Also hit the bell notification button and yeah, share the stream with your friends and family. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be live and direct at Speaker's Corner tomorrow at around midday onwards. We'll be with James Ash, and if Havez comes to Speaker's Corner, we'll be there with him too. So be sure to subscribe. See you all on the next live stream at Speaker's Corner. My name's Louis Errington. Goodbye and have a lovely Saturday. Also happy Saturday everyone. Take care and see you all tomorrow. Goodbye. Cool. That was really good.